the light out. Difficult to see. Cars and drivers going right into that blinding sun. Nate's looking them over off the corner. Here they come. We got a green. And Rick Green with a problem right off the bat. Inside front row stalls. The guys on the outside take advantage. Tony Carey comes around. Leads lap number 1. Whoa, little contact there in the corner. 18 of Scott Clough does a barrel roll over there. Red flag from the flag stand. Got a little bit close out there. The 46 of Jerry Kobza making wheel contact with the 18 of Scott Clough right into turn 1. Scott almost contained it. Got it turned too far. She hooked a rut. One flip over. Damage to the wing. Scott's fine. Okay, I can see him moving in the car. Alrighty, at the back of the pack in the white number 25 car, your fast man tonight. Crawled into 6th place in points with about a half a season's worth of racing so far. Moving up quick out of Fremont, welcome Scott Clark. Inside the 41X out of Manteca, he is your point leader both in championship and Rookie of the Year honors. Welcome Chris D. Ryder. Outside the car number 30, sets a 3rd in points. Hails out of Ripon, this is Tony Carey. Inside car number 18, the 95 rookie for this division, 5th in points out of Modesto. Say hello to Scott Clough. Outside front row, first time here at Delta, and I hope I don't ruin this name too bad, out of Sacramento. It's spelled K-O-B-Z-A, Kobza. We hope Jerry Kobza. And on the inside front row, 4th in points out of Riverbank, that's Tricky Ricky in the 41 car, Rick Green. Out, difficult to see, cars and drivers going right into that blinding sun. Nate's looking them over off the corner. Here they come. We got it in. And Rick Green with a problem right off the bat. Inside front row stalls. The guys on the outside take advantage. Tony Carey comes around. Leads lap number 1. Whoa, little contact there in the corner. 18 of Scott Clough does a barrel roll over there. Red flag from the flag stand. Got a little bit close out there. The 46 of Jerry Kobza making wheel contact with the 18 of Scott Clough right into turn 1. Scott almost contained it. Got it turned too far. She hooked a rut. One flip over. Damage to the wing. Scott's fine. Okay, I can see him moving in the car. Alrighty, here they are, 5 cars, single bar, lights out, flag man's second. We got a green. Second place to the 25 of Scott Clark. Third to the 41X of Christy Ryder. And in the fourth and final point slot, the 46 of Jerry Kobza. Heat number one, I believe, for this group. The 77 of Chris Scott, the 92 of Robbie Bailey, the 7 car of Rodney Funston, the 97 of Tad Bowles, the 0 of Mike Brooks Jr., the 50 of Ryan Philpott, and at the back, the 17 of Nick DiCarlo. Green's out. They're gone. 10 laps. Box stock division. Chris Scott sliding high, opens the door side by side between himself and Bailey down that front straightaway. Scott gains a little advantage. Bailey to the inside. Nip and tuck. Tuck and nip. Either way, here we come. Bailey takes over the lead on lap 2. Scott falls to second. The 7 of Funston in the third slot. Philpott in the 50, moving his way forward. '17 of DiCarlo off the pace on the back straightaway. Keeps to the outside, leaves the lower lane open. Bailey moves on through. Scott holds on to second. Philpott in the fourth slot. A little bit of rubbing there, goes to the outside. The 0 of Brooks right behind him. That's where the battle is right now between the 50, the 0, and the 7 for that third position. And the 17 of DiCarlo totally off the pace on the back straightaway at this point. Bailey gets a little high, allows the 77 to close in just a little bit, but then he lengthens this right back out. A pretty good gap back to the 7 car of Funston, who's holding tight to that third spot with Philpott and Brooks working him and each other. There's Brooks tight to the inside, gets alongside of Philpott. They challenge as the white flag comes out. Brooks slides into the position. Down the back stretch they go. And you winner in the 92 out of Stockton, Robbie Bailey. Running second on the Valley Springs, the 77, Chris Scott. Third in box stock number 7 out of Manteca, Rodney Funston. Finishing in the 4th slot, the 0 out of Stockton, young Michael Brooks Jr. Two Heat, that is. There's the 30 of Tony Carey, the 9 of Calvin King, the 3 of Kellen Chadwick, the 41 of Chris Green, the 36 of Mike Norris, and the 5 of Kent Stevens. 6 carts, 10 laps. The light is out. Flagman is looking at them. Here they come through the corner. He gave him the green. We're gone. Brandon Carey holding tough. Kellen Chadwick sliding high, working in that second position. 41 of Chris Green in trouble here on the front straightaway. He pulls it out of the racing area as it loses power. Chadwick working hard on the backside of Carey, trying hard to get that number 1 spot. Young Brandon Carey says, my dad, Tony Carey, won his heat. I'm going to go out here and win mine. Chadwick working real hard to make that a different decision, but so far not able to get around the 30 of Carey. Chadwick sliding high in the corner. Carey not giving him an inch of inside groove. Says if you're going to go around, you're going to go around the hard way. Pushing and a rubbing. Here they come off of turn 4. White flags. Final time around. Right down to the wire. Brandon Carey. Second in the 3 car out of Oakley, Kellen Chadwick. Third in the 9 car out of Stockton, Calvin King. And the 4th slot belonged to the 36 out of Manteca, Mike Norris. Doug Swartz on that front row. Our name is Eddie Tammy, right row 2. There's Eric Ferreira and Tyler Franklin in row 3, and a young Chuck Gurney and Frank Landis, row 4. And in the cleanup position, the 88 of Matt Hummel. .250 modified, 10 lap 8. Yellow lights out. Here they come, into 3, around the corner, off of 4. We got a green. Closing into the corner, screaming off of 4 down the Mazzetti running second. Tyler Franklin holding the third spot. Eric Ferreira slipping around into the fourth position. Tyler Franklin up into slot number 2. The young Chuck Gurney working to the inside, takes over the 4th slot. At the same time, Franklin takes over the lead. So it's Franklin, Key, Mazzetti, and Gurney, the 21 of Swartz, off the pace heading for the infield. Gurney works to the inside of Mazzetti to take over the 3rd slot. Shot down the back straightaway as the yellow flag comes up. Looks like problems there with the number 88 ride. That's Matt Hummel out of San Jose. Seven down, 3 to go. South through the corner they come. Brings up rear line. Second place point runner out of Roseville, Tyler Franklin. Right behind him was the point leader out of Livermore, the 15 of Chuck Gurney Jr. Third place to the 5F out of Modesto, Scott Key. Finishing 4th in the 0 out of Concord, Eric Ferreira. There's our 2 Super 4 contenders. The current point leader, the 0, Mike Brooks Sr., and the second place point runner, the 58, of Fred Clement, both out of Stockton. Lights out, here they come. And Nathan Sabota throws the green, says, go get him, guys. Side by side, almost off the corner, and we got a green. Brooksy swings down to the inside. A little bit of door tap on his part. Not been able to hold on. Digging hard, winds up in the infield, and the yellow comes out. We got a green. Your winner in the 58 out of Stockton, Fred Clement. Second to the 0 of Mike Brooks, Sr. Or I should say, number 1, the 93 car on the back straightaway, Jamie Carpenter. The 52, Mike Soseth. The 23, Virginia Patterson. The 33, Darwin Davis. The 49, Larry Bowles. And the 30, Avola Abel. Here they go, lights out, black man's looking. The 52 is Soseth, leads him around. Virginia Patterson sliding back on the outside, he did agree. Soseth, lap number 1, Davis behind him, all the way in the third slot. Hanging on to that lead. Darwin Davis trying to challenge, but not getting much ground. Ola Abel in the third slot. Erupting in smoke down the back straightaway. We'll bring a black flag, I'm sure. There it is. Mike Soseth right behind her saying, whoa, what is this? Oh, and he's trapped by Virginia. She tries to get to the infield. The 33 of Davis takes advantage. He'll come down the first straightaway. You'll see the white flag as the leader. No, he won't. The white flag's in the flag man's hand still. Davis on he slides high. White flag flies. Winner in the 33 car out of French Camp, Darwin Davis. Running second in the 30 car out of Stockton, Ola Abel. Finishing third after his tanglement with Virginia back there, the 52 car driver Mike Sosa. And finishing fourth in the 93 car, Jamie Carpenter.
Heat number 2, the 20 of Jim Patterson, the 59, Jeremy Grant, the 37, Joe Stearns, the 7, Joe Cambra, the 6, Sam Solari, the 31, David Neustadt. Neustadt up there in the top 5 times tonight, shows his car's working good. Patterson and Grant, front row, lights out. Stearns and Cambro, row number 2. Solari and Neustadt at the back. Off the corner they come. Green flag waves. 10 laps. Heat race action. Looks like Jimmy Patterson's going to bring it around. First lap leader. Patterson pulls that lead out just a little bit further down that front straightaway for lap number 2. Grant in the second slot, Stearns in the third position, and Sam Solari in the fourth slot. Developing there for that second spot. Solari trying to get to the inside of Stearns. He does so successfully. Rides him high off the corner, takes over that second position. Stearns falls to third. Neustadt in the fourth slot. Well, meanwhile, off by himself, the 20 car Patterson, your leader.
To the early stride, box on to the early stride behind the stock car.
Off the corner, 20 car, looks up, white flag, final time around. Solari digging hard, but not enough time. And your winner, wire to wire, the 20 car out of Stockton, Jim Patterson. Working hard to get into that second position. Car number 6 out of Manteca, Sam Solari. Third place falls to the 37, Stockton driver, Joe Stearns. Finishing fourth, the 31 car, David Neustadt.
Box on to the pad.
Jeff McAnally, the 89 of Scott Gilligan, the 79 of Casey Tennant, the 32 of Smitty Smith, the 28 of Vernon Jansen, the 61 of Guy Gabor. Jeff McAnally inside front row, getting a little tangled up there. We'll see if he lets him go. He does. We got a green. Hanging tough to the front. Whoa, slides high just that fast, opens the door. Casey Tinnen takes advantage. Door stays open. Vernon Jansen comes with him. Entire field comes with him as McAnally pulls off all the way to the back of the pack. So Tinnen in the lead, Jansen second, Gabor third, Smith in the fourth slot. Gabor on the outside, power move past Jansen to take over that number 2 spot, sets his side on the back of the yellow car. Casey Tinnen in the lead. Tinnen slides high, opens that inside door. Gabor slides through, a little bump and run. Tinnen collects it, a little bit of collision with the 28. Smitty Smith trying to come by. Casey Tinnen probably says, what in the world is happening? Yellow flag, the 2 car, Jeff McAnally in trouble over here in turn number 2. Just think, if they hadn't thrown that yellow flag, the 89 of Gilligan could have gone up there and hit the 79 car, and it would have been a clean sweep. Everybody hit him on the same lap. Here they come. Green's up, we're gone. Vernon Jansen puts a pedal to the metal from the outside position, slides into the front spot. We'll see if Gabor is going to let that go or not. Jansen with the power, pulls out a little bit of a lead down that front straightaway. Tinnen in the fourth slot, Smitty Smith runs fourth. Or Tinnen in the third slot, take your choice. Smith trying to work the outside next to Casey Tinnen. Jansen holding tough. Gabor's cut the ground. Tinnen hanging tough to that number 3 position. White flag, final time around. Gabor has a look to the outside. Horsepower to horsepower now, folks. Here they come into the corner. Any man's game, side by side, bump and run. And your winner in the 28 car out of Modesto, Vernon Jansen. A game strong second place to the 61 out of Manteca, Guy Gabor. In the third slot out of Manteca with some new dents on the car, 79 Casey Tinnen. Rounding off your 4th point position, the 32 car of Smitty Smith.
Numerical order to start with: the 0 of Mike Brooks, the 3 of Kellen Chadwick, the 5 of Kent Stevens, the 7 of Rodney Funston, the 9 of Kelvin King, the 17 of Nick DiCarlo, the 30 of Brandon Carey, the 36 of Mike Norris, the 41 of Chris Green, the 50 of Ryan Philpott, the 77 of Chris Scott, the 92 of Robbie Bailey, the 97 of Tad Bowles. And we'll watch and see how they form up on that front straightaway. Everybody's in a hurry down there. Got to get them slowed down, woed down. And the rest. Lights out. Flagman's looking. Here they come off the corner. We got a green. Funston with the lead. I think it's going to be short-lived because Kellen Chadwick is just blowing them away down there. The 77 of Scott gets in front of him, slides to the outside as they come around. Funston may prove me wrong. Looks like he's got the power. He's staying out there. Funston, Scott, Chadwick, your top three. We'll see where the 17 car goes. He slides high, lets the 3 leaders by with no problem. Funston holding top. Chadwick in second, Scott in third. Top 3 battle it out. Philpott up to the 4th position. And we get a yellow flag. The 9 car of King in trouble over here in turn number 3. Lights out. We'll see if he turns them loose. 6 down on a 15-lap main event. Green's up. Down the backstretch they go. Philpott from his 4th position slides up down that back straightaway. Pulls it around into the number 2 slot. The 30 of Carey in trouble off of turn 4. And a yellow is out. Green's up, we're done. Down, 5 to go. No change in your top 5 so far. And we get a yellow. Yeah, the 9 car of King with a problem on the back straightaway. Green's up, down the back stretch they go. Funston winning that main event last week, got a taste for it by the look of it. He's going to try to hang up there, keep that 50 of Philpott at bay if he can. But he looks all right. Uh-oh, that's a little bit rude. That's a little bit rude. We'll wait and see on that. White flag. I knew it was coming. I just waited a half a second. Your winner in the 77 car out of Valley Springs, Chris Scott. Second to the 3 of Kellen Chadwick. Third to the 92 of Robbie Bailey. Fourth to the 0 of Mike Brooks. And stand by, I'll get you your 5th place man. And it looks like that'll be the 7 of Rodney Funston. Talk about a gentleman named Rick Van Winkle, and many of you probably know him, and then again there may be many of you that don't know him. This is him standing next to me and his lovely wife Julie. They've been married for 33 years. The Ripper, as we call him over here, is going to celebrate his 76th birthday in less than a month. And we want to be the first to congratulate him on that and tell you a little bit about the racing accomplishments of this youngster next to me. He became the oldest driver at Stockton 99 Speedway when he started running the hobby division there in 1984. And he became the oldest nationwide NASCAR champion when he took that division's title in 1989. He stepped up to the late model ranks at 99 Speedway the next year and won the semi-main division. In 1990, he pulled up and came down here to Delta Speedway into the mini stock division and ran a strong second place, and we had a tremendous field of cars that year. He came back the following season and took the championship in his 70th year, I believe. From the age of 70 through 73, and that's running just 3 years of the 7 years that this mini stock division has been here. You will be amazed at his records. There's been a total of 215 mini stock drivers come and go in that 7-year span. Rip stands second on the all-time list for heat wins, third for dash wins, 7th for mains, 5th for main event top 5s, and 6th for total wins, and 3rd for all-time top finishes. That's in only 3 of the 7 years and 215 competitors to work against. Now you know why I call him a youngster. Last year, the Ripper here had a heart attack, and 3 separate drivers have concluded that the condition is not operable. So therefore, Rip's racing career is at this point in cruise control as he watches the races from the stands with the rest of you fans. Rip doesn't like it, I know, but sometimes Father Time has got to be there. But this gentleman and his records at 70 years of age and over are amazing once again. Rip, you are indeed an amazing man, and I'm proud to call you my friend and to thank you for all the racing memories you've produced and what you have done for the sport of auto racing. Ladies and gentlemen, Rip Van Winkle. Ripper, say a few words.
Not much I can say after that. It was a pleasure for me at my age to come here at the Delta Speedway, and at 71 years of age take a championship. That's a great honor, and I could have never done it without the lady that's on my right, Julie Van Winkle. I'm a very proud person. I always have been. I have tears in my eyes because of the racing fans that I have. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure for Dale Pyatt to let me race at the age that I was, because he knows I love racing. I have my race car at 99 Speedway. I go out and I watch it go around the track with a rookie in it, and wish that I could be in it. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen, to the bottom of my heart.
There you go, folks. One hell of a gentleman, I'll tell you, Rip Van Winkle.
Good job.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Alrighty, they're going to keep him there for a minute. We'll reintroduce him back in the pack, the 25 car. He was your fast time man tonight out of Fremont. This is Scott Clark. The 41X, he is your point leader out of Manteca. That's Christy Ryder. And head to the 30 car, one of your heat winners tonight out of Ripon, third in points, Tony Carey. And inside, glad to see him back in action. He's minus the wing. The 18 car, last year's rookie, 5th place in points so far to Modesto's Scott Clough. Outside front row, the 46 car, first timer here tonight out of Sacramento, as they say, Jerry Kobza. And inside, we hope he's got some more power in the engine. He was a little bit lame in the heat race. 4th in points out of Riverbank, Rick Green. 600 multi-division main event scheduled for 25 laps. Lights out, here they come. Scott Clough leads them around. Stands on the gas, we got a race. Bouncing around. Clough catches her up, opens it up, stands back and brings it around. And Clough with a problem. Takes it down off the inside. The 46 is your leader on that lap. Misty Ryder work on the inside. Tony Carey coming up from behind in the 3rd slot. Misty Ryder taking over the point position. Tony Carey sliding into the 2nd slot. Yellow flag. Here we go, Green's out. The Ryder and Carey down that back straightaway. Ryder, Carey, and Clark, your top 3. Tony Carey burst out into the front. Yellow out, the 46 off the power on the back straightaway. 14 down, 14 down. Oh, hang on. Everybody tangling up on that restart. Tony Carey gets the advantage there with a good jump as the 41 of the Ryder and the 25 of Clark tangled up on the bumpers. 25 of Clark slides by the inside to take over the second slot from Christy Ryder. Clark into Ryder with a distant green in the fourth slot. White flag, final lap. Number 30 car for the third time this season, Tony Carey. Second to the 25 of Scott Clark. Third to the 41X of Christy Ryder. And the 41 of Rick Green in the fourth slot. And number 5 position belonged to the 46 of Jerry Kobza. Down. It looks like that front row is going to be the 3A of Arnie Mazzetti out of Fremont. Next to him out of Fremont, the 15T of Tammy Wright. Second row inside the 0, that's Eric Carrera out of Concord. Outside of him, the 18, Roseville driver Tyler Franklin. Inside third row, the 15 out of Livermore, Chuck Gurney Jr. He is flanked by the 5 car. That's Modesto driver Scott Key. And kind of floating around looking for a home over there. The 14 is the San Jose driver, Frank Melendez. He was your fast time man tonight. Frank's going to slide in at the back of the pack. Straightaway, lights out, here we go. Standing on the gas. Off the corner they come. We got it in. Red flag out immediately. The 18 of Tyler Franklin barrel roll over here in the corner. I see movement in the car at this point. We'll let you know as soon as possible. Red flag out immediately. The 18 of Tyler Franklin barrel roll over here in the corner. I see movement in the car at this point. We'll let you know as soon as possible. And they radio up that Tyler is okay. And as we get him fired back up, the 3A of Arnie Mazzetti on that front row once again. Tammy Wright next to him. Frank Landis in that second row. The 0 of Eric Ferreira looks like he will pull up to the second row outside. The 15 of Gurney inside back row, and the 5F of Scott Key. 6 cars now remaining, double point main event, 0 laps down, the full 25 to go. out. Single file restart. Nate has the green in his hand, watches for him in the corner. Down they come, up it goes, away they go, into the corner. Zeddy takes charge of lap number 1. Frank Landis running second. Chuck Gurney third. Eric Ferreira in the fourth slot. And the 5F of Scott Key off the pace on the front straightaway. May draw a yellow flag setting down there. Yellow out for the 5F of Scott Key off the pace and stalled down here in the front straightaway in harm's way. Here we come. We got a green. Just struggling on and open up that distance lap by lap.